What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Derrick Casey coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. And I hope that you guys are having a great start to your weekend. I'm just here shooting this video for y'all, man. My babies are relaxing. So I want to take some time and drop some jewels on y'all today. And it's especially for my struggling online marketers, people that's kind of feeling like their business is stagnant right now. Maybe this is something that'll help you guys overcome that hump and start and continue to push towards your success. All right, so we're gonna let Facebook do its thing, bring on some people, then I'm gonna go ahead and dive into this content for today. But if you are chiming in as I'm sending out some invites, go ahead and let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me know, because I want to be able to shout you out. Now, I hope that I can see the comments at the bottom. For some reason on my iPhone, I haven't been able to see comments until after I post a video and then I see the comments. So hopefully I'll be able to see them as I go through this video. So bear with me one moment here. Yay. Cool. Awesome. All right. So anyways, man, I want to come on here and talk to you guys because there's a lot of people right now that hit me up that's like struggling in their business, and they're asking me questions on, how did you reach the level of success that you have? How are you getting results? And I'm hoping that this is going to help you guys out, because when you're an online marketer, when you start a home-based business, it's not easy by any means, right? Because there's a lot of things that you have to learn. You got to understand the psychology of the people that you are speaking with, the type of platforms that you're sharing the information on. How do you pique someone's interest enough to invite them to see your information, to turn them into business partners or customers in your business, right? So you got to learn. There's a learning curve that comes with it. I can definitely tell you that my journey didn't happen overnight. I still work a full-time job, and I do my home-based business on a part-time basis. So it took a little bit longer than some other people that got in here and just kind of took off, right? I'm about 6-7 years into the game, online marketing and just learning. I jumped from company to company, had some great successes, had some great failures, but the main piece of it is I learned a lot along the way that got me to this point, that built the confidence enough to be able to come and educate you guys, not just on what I read on Google or what somebody told me, but from personal experience and things that have helped me. Now, I'm not a person to say that I know everything. I'm just telling you guys what worked for me. There are other directions that you may go in. You may see somebody else's video and learn something from them that you can implement and find that may work better. But like I usually say, guys, if it don't apply, let it fly, right? So if I say something that you feel won't work for you, that's no problem at all, right? So anyways, man, so a lot of times we get people who come into the business, and if you've been in and you haven't been getting results, a couple of things that pop into your mind is that maybe the business is not working, right? Maybe the price point of your business you may feel like is an issue for some people, that they don't want to invest. Some people may tell you that you don't have time, or they don't have time, or whatever the case. You may get these different objections that come up when you're sharing your opportunity with other people. Here's the thing, guys, is that this is what I learned. When I first started my business and I started going out trying to tell people about it prematurely, before I truly understood my business model, the product and the service, the commission structure, how we got paid. When I didn't take the time and I was just diving out there, I was kind of going into uncharted territory, because I was telling people to come on board, how amazing this opportunity was. But when they came on board and they started asking questions about certain things, I didn't sound confident because I didn't have the answers, right? And when people ask questions, they want to know that you are confident about your business, right? They want to kind of test the waters a little bit and see if you're a real person, if you're going to give them real answers. That's one of the things that happened for me. And I would get into like, well, this and that. And then when they hit me with like objections, I would get kind of in my feelings, and I'll start debating with them, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll be all crazy. And I was one of those people that I'd be like, I ain't wasting my time. I'm going to delete you, all this stuff, right? But then what I found was that was hurting my business more than it was helping my business. What I learned was along the way is that I was talking too much. You know what I'm saying? I was talking too much because in these any opportunity that you get online, guys, what you're going to learn, the less you say, the better, because more people will retain information from seeing it, let alone you trying to present to them on a phone call and give them all the information. I mean, think about it. People have busy lives. You got people that work jobs, have children, they're all over the place. So the fact that you're trying to like talk and give them all this information, they're not retaining a lot of that, right? They're not retaining a lot of that. But if they can sit down and they can actually see it, it makes more sense, right? 80% of what we do is visual. I'm a visual learner. I like to see it. I like to be more hands-on and truly understand it, right? So a lot of times you guys are talking too much, right? Just go in and you got to just let them know like why you're excited. And then if they want more information, guys, use this. Use this. I'm telling you, this works all the time. When they start asking those questions, just say to them, say, hey, look, I would love to go and dive deeper into this with you, but I don't want to talk your ear off because there's a lot of information. I don't want to miss out on anything. So listen, on Thursday or whatever day that you have some live overview, just say, hey, on Tuesday or Thursday, you know, we have a live overview. I would love to invite you so you can see it first. And then that way, if you have any specific questions around what you saw, then I can answer those questions, right? Sound good? Great. What day works best for you? See, that's a pattern interrupt, right? That's a pattern interrupt, because what happens is they're expecting you to go crazy, right? Start telling them all this stuff and doing these things, and you go back and forth. I don't want to do that on a call with you. I want to just be like, hey, listen, I'm so excited. I really don't want to give you the wrong information or, you know, not answer the questions that you want. So let me invite you to see this first, and then let's talk afterwards. That way I can make sure your questions get answered. Give them 2 days and times, find out what day works best, and then you follow up with them to get them onto whatever overview you have, right? That's going to help you guys out in the long run so they can actually see it. So I just want you guys to understand, that's one of the jewels I want to drop, is stop talking too much. Don't give so much information just because somebody's interested. Because what you're going to learn is that the reason why so many people struggle in their business is because they're putting the right information in front of the wrong people. I want y'all to put that in the comments. Stop putting the right information in front of the wrong people. What you're going to learn is that not everybody is meant to be in your business, okay? They're not meant to be in your business. And if you are forcing them and having to convince them to come into your business, you're going to have to convince them to go out and do the work. See, when you got to convince people, those people that actually join you reluctantly, guys, are the ones that are already looking for an exit strategy before they even get started. Yep, let me say that one more time so y'all understand what I'm talking about. If you have to convince people and the people that you are talking to are reluctant to get started, those are going to be the same people who are looking for an exit strategy before they even get started, okay? And what do I mean by that? Well, they're already reluctant to invest their money. That means that their decisions are based upon fear. When they get into this opportunity and they're feeling that way before getting in and there's no excitement, every little thing that seems wrong, they're going to use it as leverage to get out. Which means all of that time that you spent breaking things down and inviting them to see information and answering questions and those things didn't matter at all, because now they're going to be gone. They're going to be a distant memory. They're not going to be a part of your business anyway. So why work hard to convince people to come into your business? They're going to leave and you got to replace them anyways. Remember that, guys. Stop putting the right information in front of the wrong people. Okay? I know when you on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, you're going to get people all the time that say, oh, I'm interested, tell me more, you know, all of these things. You're going to get that all the time. But that doesn't mean that they're actually interested. You know what that means? They're just being nosy. They're being nosy. Because when they're scrolling through a page and they see something that you're doing, you making money or you showing pictures, lifestyle pictures, whatever the case, they want to know. So they're going to say that they're interested, but realistically in the back of their mind, they're not. They just want to see what you got going on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When y'all get them people come in your comments and I want more info, and you get in them inboxes and you send them information or whatever the case, and then all of a sudden they don't know who you are anymore. They don't want to answer your messages. They leave you on red. They ghost you, right? Some of them maybe unfriend you because they don't want it. They have to deal with that, right? So we all been there, right? That's the case of putting the right information in front of the wrong people, okay? So when you get that, guys, I'm telling you this right now. Don't take it personal, okay? Don't take it personal, because here's what it is. You're planting a seed. And when people start acting like that, it's just because they're not ready right now. That doesn't mean they're not going to be ready 3 months from now or 6 months from now, okay? And I'm going to tell you that because I've had people that followed my page ask me for information several times. I sent it over to them. They didn't do anything with it. 6 months to a year later, forgot I even talked to them. They come hit me up because of a video or a testimony that I shared. And then them people came back and they was ready at that moment. Why? Because they saw me consistently working my opportunity. They saw me consistently excited about my opportunity. They saw me consistently share results over that time frame that built the confidence for them to reach back out and say, hey, I'm ready to join your team. Okay. So you got to just get out here and just keep sharing, right? Stop worrying about trying to get them to sign up. I want to tell you guys this. There's a very small percentage of people who will see your opportunity the first time and just sign up right away. So I'm going to go ahead and set that expectation for you right now, so that way you don't set yourself up for failure later, because it usually takes people 7 to 10 times of seeing an opportunity over and over and over again and getting their questions answered before they even make a decision to either join or to reject the opportunity. Okay? It takes them 7 to 10 times. So you got to understand that you were somebody's prospect before you became an online marketer. So you got to remember, when you first saw an opportunity, yeah, you probably was one that like jumped in, was like, oh, I'm going in for it, right? But for the most part, most people and most of you were that person, right? That wasn't ready at the time, didn't have the money to really invest at that moment. You was being fearful, right? You don't want to lose money. What if this opportunity don't work? You know, creating those scenarios in your mind. You were that way prior to anything happening, right? So you got to remember, when you speaking to prospects, that was you. Them prospects that you speaking to that's acting that way, that was you before you decided to get on board. So you got to have a little grace with your prospects when they're not ready to join, when you're ready. Remember, it's not about you, it's about your prospect, right? So when you start learning that and you put your prospects first, then you don't worry about when they say no. You just let them know. Say, listen, if somebody act away or a little shy or not confident about joining my opportunity, guys, you know what I tell them? I say, hey, it's perfectly fine. You know, a lot of people that see this, they got to see it a few times and check it out. So, hey, listen, just stay connected to my page. I'm going to keep on sharing some information. And if something clicks for you and you have more questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime, right? Leave that door open, because I'm telling you, there's going to be that 1 month, man, where you got 5, 10 people that just like come around at the same time that you talk to. You forgot you talked to them, and now they want to join you, okay? Now, one of the things I also teach to people is be a product of the product, okay? You have to be a product of the product or your service, because you got to know how it works. You got to know how it works. You can't get a product or be part of a company that offers a product or service and tell people that they should use this based on what you heard from other people and, oh, this is so amazing, right? It's a different feel. You can tell people that, right? You can go in and say, oh, you know, one of my business partners got this product and this is what it did for them, and boom, and kind of share that testimony, right? But how awesome is it to have your own testimony? Because the excitement is much different. The energy behind your own testimony when you share with other people is different. It's different. So a lot of people ask me, you know what I'm saying, oh, Derrick, how did you do it, you know, and get to a point where you're at? Guys, over 2 years ago when I joined my opportunity, I didn't just dive in. Like, I got into the business because I already understood like having a business set up, right? So I already wanted to have that set up. But I took time for me to plug into our services because I needed them. I needed the services for myself. So I wanted to plug in first. I wanted to learn how easy it was, how long things took. I wanted to learn that for myself. I wanted to see the results that I would get from plugging in, right? And then when I plugged in and I got the results that I was looking for, then it made sense for me to go out and share it with people. At the moment when I started sharing it with people, I wasn't making bukus of money or anything, but because of the results that I was getting, and that was opening up more doors for me, that was all I needed to go out here and start sharing with people because I had the results. So I didn't have to just talk about it. I can actually show people concrete evidence like, yo, guys, this actually works. And I was showing them in real time. When I was getting my results, I was like, man, y'all got to check this out. I was logging into my credit reports. When they was going up, I was showing them the scores, how many points were going up. I wanted them to see it. I wanted them to live in the moment with me because I wanted them to be able to see their story through my testimony, okay? That's exactly what it was. And that built my confidence up. I wasn't worried about who was saying no, because guys, when you are getting results, right? When you're a product of the product and you're getting the results that you want, you will never worry about the people who don't believe or don't see your vision or say no or drag their feet, right? You'll never worry about it because even if they don't join, you're still going to do what? Get results. You're still going to get results. So in my mind, when I was getting the results, I had transitioned in the fact that, hey, I'm trying to help you out because I'm already getting results. And you already said your credit score is bad. You were trying to get a car, a house. I just shared something with you and showed you what was happening with my credit scores. You're a person that worked a job. You said that you were tired of overpaying the taxes. God, I just showed you a way and showed you results on what I'm getting back from this, right? Reducing my taxes. So I'm putting this out there. It's up to you to make the decision on taking action. I can't make you make that decision. I can just put the information in front of you and let you know what's available. That when I start transitioning to that was it. So then I stopped talking as much and I started showing. I started letting my results do the talking. I started letting my testimony speak to the people because now it makes more sense. It makes more sense. It's very easy to say this opportunity makes a lot of money. It's very easy to say, oh, you can build a lavish lifestyle. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. We hear it everywhere we turn. We read about them in the posts, people's videos. We hear about it, right? But when you have somebody that can come in and they can say that, but they can show and they can back it up with their own results, that's what makes sense to people because in their mind, they don't care about all the A and B information and the percentages and all of this stuff. The main question that they're going to ask you is, how is it working for you? How is it working for you? And if you ain't a product of the product or service, you ain't got no way to share that with them and bring that excitement to answer that question with the utmost confidence. I'm dropping these jewels on y'all today because I've been through it, man. I've earned my stripes in this industry to be able to come here and tell you kind of the do's and the don'ts. It's all about planting the seeds. See, a lot of y'all, we want to make money, but guys, there's levels to it, right? There's levels to it. You have to build up your brand. You got to build up you as a person. You got to create and build that trust where people can feel your energy, right? That pushes them to say, I want to be a part of that. I want to be on that team. I want to join that opportunity because of the energy. Guys, people know me from my videos. They share my videos. And I'm always full of energy and excited because of what has transpired for me over the past couple of years, right? If I get on a video and my energy is not there, people can feel it. People will hit me up and say, hey, D, are you okay? You didn't seem like yourself on the video because, guys, even if you're not face to face with people, people can still feel and sense your energy. So when they see me super excited about things and I'm coming up and I'm half stepping on videos, people will call me out on that. Make sure I'm okay. But guys, let the results do the talking. Let the results. And the only way to get them results is not by, recruiting people and all this stuff. That can be a result in itself. But where you got to get started is you got to be a product or service. Use it. Because that product or service is what the whole company is built around. So if you're not bringing value to that product or service to where people can get excited about that before you talk business, then you're missing the whole point. Here's my phrase that pays. If people don't understand the power of the product or service that you are offering to people online, then you should never talk to them about business. You should never talk to them about business and making money. And other people may have a different insight or whatever the case, but this is what I learned. If people don't understand the power of the product or service that your company offers, they're not going to be excited about a business. Because how can you expect people to go out here and make money on a product or service that they're not even excited about? When was the last time you told somebody to eat at a restaurant that you never ate at? I'll wait. Just because you were driving down the highway, you looked over and you seen grand opening on a new restaurant, you never set foot in it. Did it make you excited to hop on your social media and say, new restaurant in town, y'all should go check that out, right? How silly do you sound? Because when people say, is it good? You know what I'm saying? What kind of food they have? And you come back and say, well, I don't know. I never ate there before, but I just seen there was a grand opening. And it looks pretty cool. You know, people were packed in there or whatever the case. That doesn't hold value, right? That don't hold value. Do you think people going to be like, oh, shoot, I need to get to this restaurant now? Absolutely not. But if you go to that restaurant and you went to the grand opening and you got a chance to experience the environment, the customer service, the food was great, you enjoyed it, your family enjoyed it, and now you get on your social media and you share that with people, now guess what? They are more apt to want to go now because you said, man, the food was amazing. Man, I got this alligator tail that was there. Man, this baked potato that they bought me was... Now you get a chance to really bring that value, and that's what's going to bring people to say, oh, shoot, I need to go check that out. That sounds good, right? Same thing in your business. Why tell somebody to use a product or a service that you ain't never used? And you can't show results. So be a product of the product or service, guys. That gives you that foundation to go out here and talk to people. And when you get them on board and they start using the product or service and they start getting their results, guess what's going to be an easier conversation? Business, talking about money, talking about inviting other people to come in and see this information and get them onto that product or service so that they can actually use it and go out here and spread the word to everybody else. So I'm hoping that this makes sense to you guys in the areas that you may be struggling a little bit, okay? Once again, you got to stop talking so much. You got to stop talking so much. You excited about an opportunity? Remember, 80% of what we do is visual. It's visual. People want to see it, okay? People want to see it. Just invite them. And then the thing is, guys, is that you want to, like I said, so that's one. Second thing is stop putting the right information in front of the wrong people. Not everybody is meant to be in your business. Once again, if you have to convince people to join your business, and if they're reluctant to join your business, will join your business anyways, those are the same people who are looking for an exit strategy before they even get started. Which means that's a waste of time. That's not the right person for your business. You want people who are going to be excited just like you. You're going to want people that's going to be driven just like you. You want to have people who are passionate about helping other people just like you. You want to find somebody that fits and matches your energy. People who are excited to get in and go. Because if you don't, You're just going to be signing people up for them to fall out, to sign up more people again, for them to fall out. And you know what? That's going to keep you stagnant. You're going to be up one day, down the next. Up one day, down the next. Nobody want to build like that. We want to be able to, when we start going on that, going up, we want to continue to go up. And the only way to do that is putting your information in front of the right people, connecting with the right people, and not being afraid to stand 10 toes down when it comes to your business and tell people that they don't qualify to join your team just based on the energy and the answers that you're getting. Guys, I turn people down all the time. If you don't match my energy, if you're asking me questions like how long is it going to take for me to make money and all this type of stuff, I already see where your mindset at. I'm not wasting my time because I don't know how long it's going to take you to make money. How long is it going to take you to dive into the information? How long is it going to take you to, put things together and get out here and talk to people and invite people? You know what I'm saying? This is a results-based industry. So when you ask me questions like that, I already know you're looking for an exit strategy. Because if you don't see money come in within your first week or 2 weeks or whatever the case, then the first thing you're going to say, this don't work. So you can use that excuse as leverage to get out, to quit. I ain't wasting my time. Time is money, and I'm not wasting my time dragging people to the finish line. I need people that's running with me so we can cross the finish line together. And that's the type of mindset that you have to have. It's a business, not a hobby. You got to dive into it, and you got to go for it. I'm like I said, I'm just dropping these gems on you. You can take this information and sit down, analyze it, and try to implement this and really get used to it and build that confidence, or you could cut this video off and be like, he don't know what you're talking about. That's cool. No problem. But for the ones who get it and apply it, they're probably going to start seeing differences in their business, how their business flow, the connections with people, the type of relationships they build. They probably going to start to see some things change by taking this information and implementing it into what they do in their business. I just want you guys to win. Excuse me. I didn't get to this point by just not figuring things out. The one thing I learned about business, guys, is trial and error. You're never going to find the right answer to anything. You got to go in there and you got to get your hands dirty in your business. If something doesn't work, that doesn't mean the opportunity doesn't work. This means you need to take a different approach or go in a different direction, right, with your business. Try different things until you find what works for you, okay? One of the things is I love using Facebook Lives. I get a chance to come on here. People get a chance to see me, come into my world. At times, my kids are running over, jumping on my shoulder, want to say hi in the camera. All of these things. I want y'all to be a part of my world. I want y'all to connect with me and know that I'm a real person. But not everybody wants to get on Facebook Live, right? So maybe that's not a thing for you. But that doesn't mean that, your business not going to work. You just find other ways to spread the word about your business, right? So you may come across somebody else's video where they say, well, I don't do Facebook Lives, but I utilize sticky note marketing, right? Or I utilize drop cards in my business, or I utilize that. And that's more of your speed because you don't really have to talk to people. You just go out with some sticky notes and put them everywhere, or take them drop cards and you in the mall, drop them on the floor and just keep it moving, right? And just keep doing those. That may be something that works for you. Try it out. Because everybody has a different path. Facebook works for me. I connect with people. I have systems in place to help me automate some things while I'm working. Make sure I'm getting the information out and inviting people. So I try different things. I put my money into stuff and see how it works. If it doesn't work, I pull that money out of that. Try something else until I find the winning strategy for me to continue to go. And then once I do that, then I learn more about that and I perfect that. Because it brought me results. Now I need to 10x that, right? Bring more people. That's how you start to win. I know that for a fact. At my job, they don't have all of the answers when it comes to like their marketing strategies and how they're going to drive people to call into our company, right? They try different things. And then when they have meetings, they look at the results that they got from the money that they put out, right, that they invested. And if it doesn't make sense, they pull that back. And then they look for another avenue to be able to drive more people. That's the same thing in your business. If one thing ain't working, try something else until you figure it out. Because I guarantee you, once you figure it out, it's game over. That's when things begin to change. Like I say, let the results speak for themselves. Because once you start getting the results and people start seeing you, like I'm going to give you for an example. I had a bunch of people that started jumping on board when I was sharing my results over 2 years ago. Fast forward, a year later, being in the company, I was able to go out and purchase a brand new vehicle at the age of 36, 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander, because of this opportunity that helped me build up my financial situation that allowed me to go in that dealership and do that, right? So then when people started seeing that, then it started making sense because I'm over a year into the business and I've achieved a brand new vehicle. Now people are like, oh, wait a minute. He been talking about this. Now he just got a brand new vehicle. They're paying more attention, right? Then they started seeing me traveling and started seeing me getting paid every single day while I was traveling. And they're like, oh, shoot. Like he getting paid every day. He over here traveling and stuff and he getting paid every day. They want to know more because of my results. And then fast forward to today, just this week, guys, got a phone call that we got approved for our home. We're going to be able to buy a home. My wife is out of town right now, but she'll be back on Monday, and then we're going to be looking for homes, and we're purchasing our first home this year. So guess what that's going to do for me? That further creates that trust with people to know that what I'm doing works. That just further creates that trust. So now people don't have to question because now I done told them, hey, we got the call, we got approved, right? So we go look for a house when they see the pictures and the videos with us holding the keys, going into our brand new home. My wife excited, my kids are running around in the yard, all of these different things. That's when things really start to come together. So every piece of videos that I've shared over the last couple of years in reference to this opportunity is now going to start to gel together. And it's going to make sense to people. It's going to make sense to them. That's exactly what it is. That's the reason why I just stopped talking. I say, you know what? I'm going to just keep on going. Keep plugging away. Even when I go to my job now. Even when I go to my job, people that I share this opportunity with at my job, they were like, oh, that's cool. They kind of brushed me off like it was nothing. Oh, that's one of them MLMs, all this stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, when they saw me traveling, and I traveled 2 weeks in a row, they were like, man, you was in Atlanta 1 week, you was in LA the next week, and you was still getting paid? Oh, snap. Oh, you got a brand new vehicle? Now all of a sudden, they paying attention now. Now they asking questions. I got people from work now hitting me up like, yo, we need to sit down and talk. I need to do what you doing because it makes sense. I stopped talking to them about it. When they brushed me to the side, I stopped talking to them. I didn't share nothing with them. I ain't do nothing. I just lived my life. I was like, cool, well, I'm not going to convince y'all. It's working for me, so I'm not going to convince y'all. I'm just going to keep it moving. Kept it moving, and they started seeing what was going on. Now, guess what? Pull them back. What did I say to y'all in the beginning of the video? Is that when you are not convincing people, when you let the results speak for themselves, guess what? The right people will come along. The right people will come along. Once again, I had told y'all, even though they rejected me and brushed me to the side, I didn't take it personal. I left that door open. Because I knew that as I kept going and I kept getting the results, them same people that was hemming and hawing and dragging their feet and everything, MLM and what's one of them things and all this stuff, I knew at some point when they kept seeing me winning, oh, they was coming back. They was coming back. It was just a matter of when. So I'm hoping that this really hits home for y'all. I know I gave y'all a lot. I just want to kind of give you guys some good nuggets to go off of, man. But I'm telling y'all, man, it's game time. Stop convincing people. Stop putting the right information in front of the wrong people. Let the results do the talking for you and attract the right people to your business. Once again, stop talking too much. 80% of what we do is visual. So make sure that when you get there, remember that pattern interrupt? You get all them questions, easy way to overcome it. You know what? You got some great questions, and I would love to answer that. But there's a lot of information, and I don't want to miss out on anything. So listen, this is what I want to do for you. We got an overview that's coming on Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I would love for you to get on that and actually see it for yourself. And if you have any specific questions after that, I'll be happy to answer those for you. Sound good? Which day and time works best, Tuesday or Thursday? Thursday works best? Great. All right, I'm going to hit you up 15 minutes prior to that so I can send you the invite so you can get on. Sound good? If anything changes, make sure you hit me up. Don't leave me hanging, all right? That's it. Boom. Now you know you got you somebody that's interested. They know you're going to hit them up 15 minutes prior. And you already told them, hey, if anything changes, make sure you hit me up. Don't let me down. Easy peasy, beautiful, cover breezy. That's it. You start doing that and you get used to doing that, sky's the limit for you. All right. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys to the max. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I love you guys. God bless. And I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Peace.